Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jingle. Welcome back to another episode of Thriller Video Thursday. We are on episode 8, where every Thursday I review one of my Thriller Video Elvira hosted big box VHS tapes. I recently, well, not so recently anymore, since we've been doing this for 8 weeks, I picked up a massive haul of all of the Elvira hosted Thriller videotapes, and I'm having so much fun going through all these. I also just bought a big haul of tapes from a claim sale, a bunch of grails in there, so I can't wait to show you guys that stuff when I get those. But before we get into the video, please remember to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you're interested in more horror content, stay tuned because there's a lot more on the way. So the movie we are talking about this week is called Witching Time, and it actually isn't a movie. It's a 60-minute episode as part of the Hammer's House of Horror series, which we've done a few of these now. This was released in 1980. It was directed by a man named Don Lever. I don't recognize any of his other filmography, but one thing that I did really enjoy about this one is it is starring Patricia Quinn from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. She plays Magenta. She is one of Dr. Frankenfurter's nurses, but she's like the original goth mommy. I swear, she's a babe in Rocky Horror Picture Show. I absolutely love that movie. So that was really cool to see her in this. She was also in Lords of Salem and Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. So she plays the witch in this movie, and she's the only cast member that I recognized. All the other ones I had never seen in anything before. I love the monologues that Elvira does in all of these. They're so much fun, and they just get better every time. So when when the movie first starts, we're greeted with an ominous score that's very effective with heavy breathing, and it's really creepy. And it starts out with the main character. His name is David, and him and his wife are going through a rough patch. He's a composer for film, so he scores horror movies, and his wife is the actress. And he is on an isolated farm trying to get his creative juices going, and he's an alcoholic, and he's depressed because he thinks that his wife might be cheating on him, which she is with their doctor. So that's pretty sad. But I really like that they involve the horror movie production aspect in this. There was another one that did that too that I really enjoyed. But basically, the plot of it is that he starts seeing Patricia Quinn's character. Her name is Lucinda, and she gives an amazing performance. But he starts seeing her everywhere, pretty much, and it's driving him insane. He thinks that she's real, but she is not. So I take it as he got possessed by her or something. But it's really funny. She comes back as this witch who was from the 1500s or something, and she has no idea anything about modern technology or anything. So she actually thinks that electricity is sorcery. So she gets all scared and jumpy at electricity, and he ends up trapping her in a room. He kind of plays her a little bit and draws her into this room to trap her in there to get her looked at by a doctor to make sure she's all there. And when the doctor shows up, she's nowhere to be found. So he thinks that he's going crazy. There's also a scene with them doing the naughty, which is pretty brutal. She cuts up his back really bad, and it's really effective. The practical effects on that scene were nasty. Then it comes to a point where his wife gets involved with it, and she comes to the farmhouse to check on him, and then she starts finding all kinds of weird stuff, like a dead bird in the bed and blood in the bathtub, and those practical effects are all really well done. And but yeah, he basically gets driven mad from Lucinda, and he ends up locking his wife in a cellar. And then she gets out, and at the end, there's this big battle between the witch and his wife. And then it also has a very good twist ending, which I always like. These Hammer House of Horrors remind me of a longer episode of Goosebumps or Tales from the Crypt or something. So I've been having a lot of fun with these. This one was actually my favorite one of the Hammer's House of Horrors that I've watched so far. Just in third overall, because I really like the two feature-length films that we reviewed, the Frankenstein and the Monster Club. Those are my favorites so far. But this one was called Witching Time. This is the big box artwork. I love this artwork. You've got like a voodoo doll type thing right here with the witch and Elvira holding the skull on that. It's so much fun. This tape is pretty clean too. I'm pretty happy with it. There is a little bit of like a rip on the back, but it's not too bad. So, and then you got her on the back eating her popcorn and posing with a skeleton. I love that. So I'll read you guys a little bit about what this says on the back. So this is starring John Finch and Patricia Quinn. It says, "Greetings from your original Valley Ghoul. After a tough day at the mall, I just love them moonlight sales. I depend on Thriller Video to gross me out. Take Witching Time, for example. You see, there's this old farmhouse in England, and it's revisited by an old occupant, a 17th century witch. I mean, honey, she is old, but for a dame that age, she's one hot tootsie. And boy, is she on the make. Well, think about it, people. If you were out of action for over 300 years, you'd probably be climbing a few walls yourself. So just kick off your shoes, relax, and then let the bad times roll." So, like I said, guys, this is just a 60-minute special, and it was really good. I had a lot of fun with it. This is probably top 3 for me so far. That's all I got for you guys today. Tune in next week. We're going to be talking about the Two Faces of Evil, which is another episode from Hammer's House of Horror. I'm really enjoying going through all these with you guys. If you like what you see, please remember to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more. We will catch you in the next one. And until next time, unpleasant dreams.